for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how Google ranks websites in search results and how you can take advantage of that to drive more traffic to your site and calls to your business by getting it on the first page. Now, I just want to say, from the years of doing these types of audits, this website is probably one of the best that I've seen set up so far. It's mobile optimized with click to call. We have all the information in the drop downs. Most importantly, your service areas aren't just a list. They've actually created individual back pages for each service area, and they've used proper terminology and keywords for header tagging. So whoever set up this website has done a fantastic job and really optimized it for everything they can possibly do on the page. However, there's really one reason why you're still not showing up in the search results, and that's what's happening off the page. So let me show you what I mean by that. So what I've done is just taken 3 different searches for painting in Marlborough, Boston, and Framingham, and I've taken the top organic search results from local companies as well as your website. And then I put them into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on your site and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So just for comparison, we can see what some of the numbers are on the other websites that are outranking yours. But let me go into a little bit further detail on what this number means, because this is the one area that you need to improve in order to get your website listed on the first page. So when Google is looking to rank a site, it's going to do so based on 2 factors. Obviously, you've taken care of all the on-page factors with keywords and amount of content, and everything on there is great. So the second factor is what's called the authority, which is basically the trust that Google has in your site, which equates to pretty much just a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained by what are called links from other referring domains or referring websites that link back to yours, and they act as an endorsement that Google uses to build that trust because others are vouching for you. So just to kind of put a quick example to here is if the local news station did an article on the website for the top house painters in the Boston area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there are a lot of different types of domains or websites that can refer to yours, any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases from news articles, manufacturers and distributors that you might work with. One very important one is called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages. They're usually all free directories. It just takes some time to find each and every one of them, register and sign up your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. Now, this is the area where unfortunately that you're lacking and the other companies have a little bit more power or trust, and that's why Google is recommending them over yours. So just something to quickly note here as we're looking at these numbers, it's not just a matter of the quantity of these referring domains or websites, it's also the quality. So we can't just have any website linking back to yours. It has to be relative to your field or your industry. So something to do with home renovation, contracting, construction, something of that nature. Now, if we just take a look at your keywords, these are just all the words and phrases that are being typed into Google search, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where if you were on the first page of Google, you could see, for instance, let's find something, exterior painting Boston, just use this as an example. That's being searched 100 times per month. If you were on the first page, right now you're on 17th position, which is going to put you at the bottom of the second page. If you're on top of page 1 within the first 3 listings, 100 people are going to be seeing your site whenever they search. We're usually pretty conservative and say that only 10% of those people will actually click into your website and give your business a call and become a lead. Now, I don't know what the conversion rate is for your particular business, but let's say let's be even more conservative and say only 20% of those actually become clients. You could be getting 2 jobs per month just off of this one keyword phrase that's already on your site, but having your site listed and ranked in the top of page 1. So then obviously the profit margin varies per job, but you can see how the sheer number of leads coming into the business per month can definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the month and end of the year by having the site on the first page. So therefore the investment gives you a return rather than just being an expense of hosting a website. Now, if we go back to the search results, the top of the page is what's called the Google Map Pack. This is a relatively important area to try to get into because a lot of people, nearly half, will just click on one of these top 3 listings because it comes up at the first of the page. Now, to be listed in here is free. You just need to fill out your Google Business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from your smartphone. You want to make sure you fill out as much information as possible, including all the services you offer, the areas you offer them in, even your hours of operation. Then you want to be adding photos that are geotagged within your service area and upload those as well as posts onto your profile on a regular basis. Have customers leave reviews, and then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want your to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. Now, underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where that authority comes into play, and the more trust that Google has in your site and the more authority that you have, the higher up in the list that it's going to rank you. So this is where you need to get some more of those backlinks from other referring websites to help build that trust and authority, so that way Google will be more likely to recommend you and trust your website. And then once you get to the top, you'll be getting all that search volume and turning that into more leads and generating more growth and profit for the business. Now, I hope this was information that was helpful and allows you to scale some of your online presence, because this is really a great start. It's a solid foundation. This is just a lot of information that people don't understand about how the off-page SEO works, rather than just the on-page. So I think this is an absolute great start for you guys. However, if you have any more questions or you'd like me to go into any further details about how this works, I'd be happy to. We could talk about some of your goals of the business, and then I can do some research on my end to see exactly what it would take to get some of these, so that we can build that authority for you. And I would just appreciate getting any kind of feedback you have if you thought this information was useful. So please let me know what you thought. Thanks, and I hope this helps.